Welcome to Abbotstown. The team in all red there are from County Louth. Now their club jerseys are white with a bit of red, but today both teams have switched their jerseys because of a clash. So that is St Bride's wearing the county jerseys, the red of the wee county from Louth. They are actually from Knockbridge near Dundalk. And that is St Bride's, and they are up against a team wearing navy today. They usually wear maroon. They have a bit of maroon in their jerseys. It's basically the Westmeath second jersey. That is Delvin from North Westmeath, and they are wearing mainly navy, as you see there. And we are at the National Sports Centre at the GEA facility here. There's 5 terrific pitches here, and we're in the main one. We're in the best one, and we are here for the AIB Leinster Junior B Championship final. But being the Camogie Association and indeed the GEA in general, well, you may say B, but don't let that lessen your thoughts at all about this game. There's about 400 tickets have been sold for this. Huge interest in the game, and that is the local community grassroots for you. These from 2 small areas, but boy, have they got a big and enthusiastic and passionate support today. The captains are out in the middle there, and you see in the navy number 6, Karen Gaffney is the captain of Delvin. And the captain of St Bride's is also their centre half back, but she's not wearing 6, she's wearing 26. And that is Dara Hoey in the red there with the helmet with a bit of green on it. And she is a sister of Kiva, who will play at number 3. And in their dad is David Hoey, the manager. So you see there the community, the family, and that is the connection. They take the helmets off for the photographs. So Martina can get a good snap there with the referee, Shane Foley from Carlow. They're getting everyone out of the backdrop so they can get a nice shot there of the captains. And as I say, they're changed jerseys. And also in the picture there is Linda Kenny, the chairperson of Leinster Camogie. And she's something else. She was handing out programs. She was in the kitchen helping with the tea. She's doing everything. And there's even a Linda Kenny playing at number 11 for Delvin in the navy. Now, it's not the same Linda Kenny, but I wonder if she's player of the match. And you could have Linda Kenny presenting to Linda Kenny. There's only one Linda Kenny. No, there's not. There's 2 today. So 26 and 6, the captains out there. They'll be back in a few minutes' time because they're going to do a respect the referee initiative. And they're getting another photograph taken there a little bit closer with just the referee. So all the permutations have been taken there. And then the captains will come back just before the anthem, and they'll do that respect the referee initiative. And the referee is Shane Foley. So there's the toss. The coin has gone to ground, and it's won by St Bride's, and I think it was, they certainly had the choice, or maybe that was handed over to them, but they are playing from right to left. Don't think it makes any difference today. No wind to talk of, and the pitch surface is superb. We always say this when we come here, and that's because it's always true. And there they are, I think, going to do this respect the referee initiative now out on the pitch. That's what I was talking about. So the captain's there, the chairperson is there, and it is to remind everyone to respect the referee. Just to remind you, we are free to watch on the Leinster Camogie YouTube channel, and I will be checking it as we go on if you want to leave any comments there. Maybe the first comment might be about respecting the referee, and there's a round of applause for that initiative. Right, I'll go through the teams. Delvin from Westmeath in the navy. In goals, Courtney Carroll. 2, Mags McQuillan. 3, Niamh Cogan. 4, Ruth Fitzsimmons. 5, Darcy Ryan. 6, Karen Gaffney, the captain. 7, Elaine Farrelly. In midfield, Onion Newman. And number 9 is Ciara Higgins. In the forwards, number 10, Olivia Callaghan. 11, Linda Kenny. 12, Deirdre Barry. In the full forward line, you'd have heard of Denise McGrath before, an All-Ireland winner with Westmeath in Camogie. That's Denise McGrath. 13, watch out for her for Delvin. 14 is Niamh Horan, and 15 is Linda Clune. So that is the starting 15 that we have for Delvin. For St Bride's in the red, in goals, it's Mairead McMahon. 2 is Niamh McGeaney. 3, Kiva Hoey. 4, Claire Mulholland. 5, Lily Fagan. 6, wearing 26, their captain Dara Hoey. 7, Niamh Cunningham. 8, Rebecca Mooney. 9, Orla McGeaney. She was player of the match in the county final. Number 10 is actually wearing 27. They've no number 10 jersey there, so 27 will be worn by Grania McKeown, right half forward. 11 is Anne Quigley. 11 is Sarah Fagan. And 13 is Claire Ward. 14 is Amy McNally. She got a goal in the county final and clinched the 3 in a row against Mattock Rangers, experienced player. And by the way, her brother is one of the coaches. That's Kevin McNally. He's in with David Hoey, and there's Shane Fennell there as well. And at 15, it's Cara McKeever. She's the free taker, scored 3 in the county final. So nearly ready to start. As I say, send me your comments there on YouTube. There's over 50 people watching, so let's hear from you. I want to hear where you are watching this game from, and a bit of a taste of that already looking at the comments on Facebook, on the particularly the Delvin page. The videos coming in from everywhere. Like they'd one in from Berlin, they'd a comment from a teacher in the UAE, it looked like somewhere around Abu Dhabi or Dubai, and they also had messages from Levy's post office, from the kennels with all the greyhounds even wearing the helmets there. They had the Costa and Eden Dairy, the news agents, Smiths and Athboy, all getting a mention there and all supporting them. So lots of support online for Delvin. St Bride's, by the way, are the senior champions in Louth, but playing at Junior B at this level in Leinster. They've won the league and championship this year, so they did the double, and they've won senior 3 years in a row in Louth. Formed way back 1928, so quite a history there of camogie in the St Bride's club in the Knockbridge area, all down to the parish priest away back then of Father Quinn, who started the club in 1927 and then started the camogie club in 1928. Delvin is a very small rural area, but lots of support around the area from the likes of Mullingar and Athboy, and they are known as the Valley Girls, and there'll be plenty of support as well in Gaffney's Bar. We're going to pause now for the anthem. Big crowd has made its way in here to the National Sports Centre in Abbotstown. As I say, about 400 tickets sold, so the stand to my left and right is full. Good atmosphere here, and these teams are ready to go, ready to rock. And on YouTube we have one message in from Bernie Murta. Best of luck to Denise McGrath, number 13, from your brother Liam and sister Lily. And that is the Denise McGrath that I mentioned earlier, former All-Ireland winner in camogie with Westmeath. Got 2 goals in the county final, 2 crackers, unstoppable of course, and she is a cracking player, so watch her. I'm seeing a change. Number 25 is out there. Now we weren't told about that one. We were told about 2 jerseys they didn't have, but 25 is out there for Delvin, and 25 is Kiva Gaffney. So she's in from the start, and she is a ladies Gaelic footballer with Mullingar Shamrocks. So she's in. That's a late change I've just spotted. I'll watch for the changes, but I'll go with the play now because Deirdre Barry has it, number 12 for Delvin, but she isn't able to make progress with it. Instead, it's up for grabs out there. Now the 26 there, that is the captain of Delvin, but she has lost out. That's great work by Anya Newman. Lots of energy. Always has around that midfield area. Lays it off to her left. Could this be the first score of the game? It looks dangerous, and it just hit off the top of the crossbar. You know, that could easily have ended up in the net. Instead, it's a point, and they'll take that after about 32 seconds. First blood of the game to St Bride's. Goalkeeper's puck out is long, and she is actually finding number 27 for St Bride's. So I'm seeing quite a few changes we weren't told about. 27, I don't even have a 27. Actually, no, I do have a 27. That's Gráinne McKeown. Sorry, I was given that change. Getting my teams mixed up. And here's a chance. Well cleared by Niamh Cogan, the number 3. Looks like it might sneak through for a goal chance. And we've already had sort of sightings, you might call it, of goals at either end. One hit the bar, and that could have bounced kindly for the full forward, and there could have been a goal. I wonder will that be the sign of things to come. Good battling for the ball way over on that far right corner, but in the end it's Ruth Fitzsimmons clearing her lines, but only finding a red jersey and a red helmet as well. It's a good little burst of speed, goes for her own score and pops it over expertly for the equaliser, and she applauds the pass. And Orla McGuinney, player of the match in the county final, has started the Leinster Junior B final in good form as well. 1 point apiece. That's her midfield partner Rebecca Mooney trying to get a hand to that, but spills it instead. Now on the break, this is Delvin trying to get up the pitch, but great work by the captain to get back there, and that's Dara Hoey. Rebecca Mooney clears it, puts it deep into the opposition territory, and this is Cara McKeever. Good energy about this game, pulled on the ground, that could be dangerous, and it could have landed nicely on Anne Quigley put it in there, but good defending again from Delvin, and Karen Gaffney the captain in the middle of that, and that's a good clearance actually because it's found a player, and Ciara Higgins has it, and she wastes no time in getting it on up the pitch and gets it as far as Newman, and she's a fine player and she just pops it along. And there's a lovely effort from distance, just gone to the left to a fancy, and maybe didn't have the height. No, it definitely didn't have the height, and she had plenty of room there, Denise McGrath, maybe more room than she realised, but just fancied her chances there. But sometimes on a new pitch you take a while to get your bearings. So a missed opportunity there for Denise in the yellow helmet. Goalkeeper Mairead McMahon goes long again and goes looking for Gráinne McKeown again, and finds her this time. She takes it brilliantly and speeds off past her marker Darcy Ryan on the right side now. She's going to put it into the middle, and she does. Bounces in there, and it bounces kindly. It's beautifully taken as well. It's a goal chance here. Goes over the bar. They'll take that, and that's Amy McNally. Got a goal in the county final, and she's got a point today, and St Bride's take the lead. Really good standard of hurling for Junior B. The goalkeeper is Courtney Carroll, an All-Ireland minor winner with Westmeath. Puts it out around the 45, but Cara McKeever's there right away and puts it straight back over the bar, over the goalkeeper, over the bar, and that's 3 points in a row for St Bride's. And you'll see again what happened here. Spilled, and she was very quick to pounce, no messing at all. The hurl came in, but she managed to avoid it and got it over the bar, and that's 2 in about 20 seconds. St Bride's rocked in the first 30 seconds, but have recovered really well here, and they're winning most of the exchanges. A little battle for the ball there, and they haven't won that exchange. Actually, they might yet. And yeah, good shoulder coming in there to win that. Good strong play by the midfielder Rebecca Mooney. She had no right to win that, but she won it, and I think the referee has given advantage. Yeah, he's going to give a free out now for Delvin, so a little bit of respite for the girls from Westmeath. Killian Hoey on the live chat on the YouTube there says, go on the Brides. And they are doing well early on, and there's a ball straight down the middle, but it goes to Niamh McGuinney, and she clears her lines right away. Gives it to Orla McGuinney. I did check with the sisters, but they're not. Possibly sisters-in-law. Didn't go that far to find out exactly, but they're all sisters on this team today. Referee saw, I think, a chop in there, and he's going to bring that back for a free for Delvin, another one. So the players at this point getting their second wind, you would imagine, a bit frantic in the first 5 minutes of the game. We've just passed the 5-minute mark. Anya Newman, player of the match in the county final in Westmeath, says she takes a bowl of porridge as her pre-match ritual. Maybe that's what gives her the energy. Bounces off the stick of the captain Hoey for St Bride's, and another scrap for possession. Well won by Denise McGrath. Turns inside on her right. She's blocked down, but still gets the slither away into the corner, but it's been defended by Niamh McGuinney in there, and she just pulls on it on her left hand side just to get the ball out of there. Olivia Callahan, number 10, brings it back out. And in the end, St Bride's get it through Niamh Cunningham. She's bottled up immediately though, so it comes right back, and Delvin have it now with McGrath. She's looking to get her first score, but she's well watched there, well marshalled, shall we say, by Lily Fagan. I think that might be a free, and indeed it is. But yeah, both teams trying to settle. Not much pattern to the play, and when players get the ball, they seem to be marshalled and crowded out pretty quickly. Speed of the game is important here, and how the players get up to speed. That can take time during a game, Mairead McMahon, the goalkeeper for St. Bride's, has gone long a few times and does that again. Pumps it out into the middle. 2 red jerseys there. One of them is McNally, but she doesn't get it. She slips, and instead Karen Gaffney gets it. She's trying to get control of the ball here and pops it out, but only gives it to an opponent. And it's a chance for St. Bride's now to break, and that's Anne Quigley, and she immediately dispatches it towards the goal. Well watched by the goalkeeper, Carol. Gets a hand to it and puts it out, but she's given it straight back to the opposition, or so it seemed. And indeed, the red jerseys of Louth seem to be getting most of the ball, and that's snatched out of the air brilliantly by Rebecca Mooney. This is McKeever. And it's all a little bit scrappy out there. Teams trying to hold possession, but not really managing to, and that's good strong blocking, or marshalling, shall we say, in there to try and block it, but didn't stop it. Instead, McGrath gets it. She goes for a score again. She really fancies her chances, but puts it into the danger area. Doesn't get the score, but they might get better than a point. Ends up in a point in the end, and it was the number 15, Linda Clune. Thought she might have got a goal there, actually, but put it over the bar, and they'll be happy with that because it gets it back to a 3-2 game. 1 point in it. McMahon favours that side. That's the 3rd time she's gone there. And it's worked again. Grania has got it again. McKeown is off and running again, and that's why they give it to her. She's so fast they can't catch her. Just pops it inside to McKeever. McKeever now on her left side. Lovely little solo. Comes inside, lashes it, but the keeper watches it well. Oh, she did brilliantly there. The goalkeeper, Courtney Carroll, saves the day for Delvin. And the threat is definitely there from the Louth girls. And that last attack showed you where it comes from, because the ball heads towards McKeown every time, and when she gets it, she's hard to stop. And the shot came in, and the goalkeeper did extremely well. But you would wonder now. 8.5 minutes gone. 3 points to 2. St. Bride's leading, but it could have been worse there for Delvin, only for their goalkeeper, who did extremely well. Somebody's got hurt in there. I think it's the, yeah, it is a St. Bride's player. I wonder, was it the player who tried to get in there and block? She managed to take a bit of a knock there. Referee talking to his lines person. So we're 9 minutes in. Good lively start to this game, very entertaining. On YouTube there, we're getting some comments coming in. Samantha says, "Go Mags McQuillan from your sister in sunny England." It's certainly not sunny here. So Mags is number 2 for Delvin. That's her favourite player. Mag's favourite player is actually Anya Newman at number 8. Another comment coming in from Connor D. Go on Kiva Gaffney. All the best from Connor, Grania and Angel, or Angel is that, left here in London. Ball back in play from the puck out. Or was it a free? Can't remember. But ball is out in the between the 21 and the 45 down on this left hand side, and the referee has let a lot go. He just lets them win it, but this time he decides he has to come in and sort things out a little bit. Killian Hoey says, "Go on Kiva and Dara Hoey." That's the number 3 and number 6 up the middle of the defence for St. Bride's. Been playing very well so far. So the Hoey sisters up the spine of the defence for the Louth team, and the manager, David, is the manager. Did I say that right? Yeah, the manager is David Hoey. The dad, rather, I meant to say. You know what I mean. The dad is Dara. Or, I'm getting mixed up again. The dad is David. Number 3 is Kiva. This is one of the sisters I was telling you about. No, actually, that's 9. That's Orla McGeady. Those numbers are quite hard to make out. Denise McGrath puts it over the bar in the end. She made no mistake, unlike me. That's her first score. And after 10.5 minutes, it levelled. Really nicely taken. And she's got that distinctive style. And she's tried that a couple of times, and it's finally worked after 10.5 minutes, and we are level. Now, Anne Quigley leaves it off. Progress not made though. Oh, and here's a little clever little shoulder in there from Linda Kenny to get to the ball, but now she's bottled up. Number 27 in there is Grania McKeown. Eventually pulling on it is Lily Fagan. Way over on the far side here in Abbotstown. That's the cornerback Ruth Fitzsimmons. Tries to clear her lines, gets it as far as Ciara Higgins. Ciara gets it inside, and that's well taken. Snapped out of the air with her left hand, but then she runs into traffic, and I think she was fouled there. So a free right in front of the referee. Long way out from goal. So all square in the National Sports Centre. In fact, it's not a free. He is going to drop it in, which he does, between the 8 and the 9. That's Anya Newman and Orla McGeaney. Delvin, nice ball into the corner, low in front of the forwards. That's what they love. Popped out to McGrath. And she instinctively just goes for that ball every time inside, but it's well defended in there. I think that was the captain in there for St. Bride's in the green helmet. And right down in front of us, that's well stolen away there by McGrath. She tries to get on that right. She goes on her left side, and she's adept on that side as well. That's nice play, but down the throat of the St. Bride's defence. That's number 9, Orla McGeaney, trying to get it away, either with boot or hurl. Neither works because Delvin have it now through Linda Kenny, and the referee blows. What's he given? He's going to throw it in again. So nothing between these teams on the scoreboard or on the pitch. Really good close game. Breaks for Ciara Higgins. Ciara won a junior county final championship when she was aged just 16. Oh, brilliantly pulled on the air there by Gráinne McKeown. And it comes right back to her now. Pops back out to her, and she instantly pops it in towards number 12. That's Sarah Fagan up there, who's sort of playing at a full forward role there, being watched by the fullback Niamh Cogan. So she seems to be in there, and McNally's playing out the field a bit. Brilliantly blocked down. I think that was Cara McKeever who gets another go at it. Nearly blocked again, but this time she gets her shot away. It's very, very high, and it's very, very accurate as well, and that's the best score of the game so far in the 14th minute. You'll get to see it again here. Super block the first time, not the second. If it doesn't work the first time, try it again, and she did. 4 points to 3 for St. Bride's. They have possession again through Lily Fagan, and puts it straight through the middle to Karen McKeever again. She tries it again. Ended up with the goalkeeper clearing her lines, but there was a hint of a goal there. There was a chance. McNally puts it back in towards the goals. Goalkeeper did well. Didn't know where it was, but the post came to the rescue, and in the end, it's a free out. And a few nervy moments there in the goal for Delvin, but they survive. There's been more threat at goal at that end, but the goalkeeper has done really well. Saved that one, and the ball came off her hurl onto the post, I think it was. So she escaped, but she deserves a bit of luck. Orla McGeaney for the girls in red. But the girls in navy, Delvin, wearing their county jerseys. Clear, but only around the middle. It's up for grabs, and that is Olivia Callaghan again. And Olivia puts the ball into the forwards, but out in front is the fullback. As I said earlier, those numbers are hard to see. It's hard to tell a 3 from a 9, but that was definitely 3. That was Kiva Hoey. Quite small, compact numbers, and there's some of them have hair going down over the numbers, but it was Kiva who cleared it, and it's been cleared at the other end now, out into the middle, and this is Linda Kenny under it, but it breaks, and Ciara Higgins is trying to get possession. In the end, it is the number 10 Callaghan, and she immediately puts it up into the forwards and gets it to Linda Clune, and there's a chance here. There's an opening, and it's Denise McGrath. She doesn't miss these, surely. Oh, she does, or rather, you have to give credit to the goalkeeper. Great save from Mairead McMahon. First real goal chance at that end, and I was sure that the net was going to ripple there from Denise McGrath, the right player, the shooter. Got possession and got through with a clear-sided goal. It was quite central, but the goalkeeper did brilliantly to save it. Mairead McMahon take a bow. You might see it again here. You do see it again. You'd have put your money on this. She gets through, shrugs off the challenge, gets good power on it as well, but McMahon did so well. Now, there's a bit of treatment on the far side for Ciara Higgins. I'm thinking the score is actually 4-3. They don't have a scoreboard operating here, but I thought it was 4-3, I have to say. We'll try and clarify that for you, but We have it on 3-3 on our screen, but I thought it was 4-3. 16 minutes in. Maybe some of you, if you're watching here and you're on the YouTube, you can leave a comment there and we will double check that. But I think it's 4-3 to St. Bride's, I have to say. Still waiting to resume. We're nearly there. And it's McGrath. Just outside the 65. Steps inside the 65. Puts it in to the... in and around the house, as they say. Breaks towards the goals, but well defended. And that, I think, is the captain again. No, it's not. It's 24. Is that actually on her back? I'm trying to see the numbers from here. It's a long way to that far corner there, but that looks like 24. It is 24. 24 for St. Bride's. 24 is Sarah McCardle. I didn't realise that she had started, and there she puts in a great block, Sarah McCardle, for St. Bride's. Comes right back. Oh, the goalkeeper watched it. And just like at the other end, the goalkeeper had to bat it away. But there is a free in for Delvin. And now we've changed our scoreboard to 4-3, and this would make it 4-4, but we will try to double check. 17 and a half minutes gone. So if you're watching on YouTube, and we know there's over 100 on there, a lot of people here at the ground and a lot of people watching online from around the world, feel free to let us know where you're watching from and let us know your thoughts. There is a live chat area there where you can leave a comment and we'll be happy to hear from you. And that is dropped over the bar, and that is the lead now for Delvin. Or is that an equaliser? It's the equaliser. 4-4. Puck out from McMahon. Drops right in front of us, right in the middle of the field. Both teams really cancelling each other out a lot. One team has it and seems that they have it, and then they lose it, and you see what I mean? She's blown for over-carrying, and you can see she was not happy with that decision. She was bottled up there by 3 players, Cara McKeever. And the referee gives a free for Delvin. McGrath doesn't take this one. Instead, she's going in and around the danger area. She's just in the square, actually. And now it comes in from Anya Newman, looking maybe for her, but it bounces nicely and it's popped in now to McGrath, and she hits her shot. Surely it's going to end up in the net. It doesn't. Somehow, might still comes back in. And it's now St. Bride's who are surviving at the other end. What drama there. Great work actually by Olivia Callahan here. And she just gives a lovely little hand pass, and you'd have thought that would end up in the net. But again, it goes straight at the goalkeeper. And that's twice that the goalkeeper, Mairead McMahon, has denied Denise McGrath. Both have been straight at her. Well struck, powerfully struck her. Maybe you could say that the goalkeeper's been in the right place at the right time. And then it bounced across the goals, and you thought she's bound to tap it in. But they weren't able to put it in. She tried to lift it, and they might have to settle for a point. McGrath hits it, turns away before the slither even reaches the target. She knew it was on target, goes over the bar, and Delvin have recovered very well from, was it 3-1 down to 5-4 now. So they've scored 4 of the last 5 points in this game. Good work again by Callahan. But she is outwitted there by Orla McGeaney. That's good work by her. But they're having their own little battle here, because it's Callahan then who gets back. And that little cameo sort of sums up the way the game has gone so far. They really are cancelling each other out. A good match for each other. Cleared in front of the stand. Right on the sideline in front of us. And there's a free given for Delvin for the challenge on Linda Kenny by Niamh Cunningham. That's Anya Newman again. Newman looks up. Will she go middle or down the line? She goes down the line, looking for McGrath, who gets a stick to it. It bounces kindly, but it's still up for grabs. 26 is in there. That is Dara Hoey. 12 is Sarah Fagan. And the referee doing well just to let all this go, let them sort it out themselves, and in the end Denise McGrath gets it, and she's going to get a free here. The referee gave advantage, and she was clearly fouled once, maybe twice. And she's also been hurt. hurl has gone to ground, and so is she. Now if she gets up, and she does, I imagine she'll put this over, and that will be 6-4, and that really is good work from Delvin. They scored the first point after 32 seconds, conceded the next 3, and now they're on a bit of a roll. So 21 minutes gone. I keep checking the live chat on YouTube. I'll be interested to hear your comments as the game goes on. I'm also interested to hear where you're watching from. McGrath right on the edge of the D central, hits it quite low but does enough to get it over the bar, and Delvin go 2 points clear. McMahon, and yet again goes right, loves that side, and why not when Gráinne McKeown is out there, but also out there is Cara McKeever, and also out there is a few Delvin players. Oh, brilliantly taken by Anya Newman. Snatches that out of the sky, and off she turns beautifully. This is lovely play. Linda Kenny then pops it out, and it's not too well struck, but it might end up in danger. Really good defending though. That's Sarah McCardle. Did really well to watch that and repel that attack. This is her captain, Hoey. Delivers it down the line. And that's the full forward, Amy McNally. I say full forward, she's not playing full forward, but she's wearing 14. Switches sides, turns inside and pops a lovely little ball to Cara McKeever. McCara in a little bit of room. She's not happy with her connection there though, and it just goes to the right and evades Anne Quigley. And St Bride's just have lost their way a little bit. They're struggling in the last 10 minutes or so. After a good lively start to the game, they've lost their way. Very cool here, as you would expect in late November, mid to late November. Here's a chance, needs to be watched by the defenders. Lovely little flick by the number 12, Sarah Fagan there. Could have ended up in a goal, but instead it's a free out. And I can tell you, just off camera down to my left here, the 3 gentlemen in the red, well, on the red side, but they've all luminous bibs on, but they are with St Bride's. We're not happy with that decision at all. They appear to be very frustrated, or maybe they're frustrated with their own team because they can't get a break for love nor money up around that area of the field. Delvin given the chance to clear, and they take that. Only goes as far as Niamh Cunningham, number 7. That's number 2, Niamh McGeaney for St Bride's. Clearance only goes as far as Higgins. This is a little bit of a scrappy exchange between the teams. Somebody needs to get in there and sort it out. Well, it's a free if she needs it. Cunningham gets it clear though, and doesn't need the well, does use the advantage, but doesn't need her free. This is Claire Ward, number 13, but she's hounded down there. I suppose we should give credit to both sets of defenders because they are so quick to pounce and give players no time on the ball at all. That's been the story so far. Amy McNally though, and she's hounded by Elaine Farrelly to stop her getting a clean strike on that. But St Bride's do find a little bit of room and eventually do get a shot away, and that is a point for them, and that stopped the rod a little bit. And it's number 19, I think, Michelle Duffy, who got the score. Again, finding those numbers a little bit hard to follow. They're small numbers and quite compact. It looks like 19, but it's way over that far side, and it's quite dull here. It could be 13 actually. I think it is 13. The 3 nearly comes together like a 9. If it's 13, it was Claire Ward. This is 11. Linda Kenny for Delvin. Puts it in there immediately, but well watched in the full back line there. And batted out again. Defence is definitely on top in this game. We only have 11 points in 25 minutes. Mind you, the goalkeepers have been responsible for the lack of goals as well. Some good forward play, but some really good defending. Certainly a very good standard of play and a very entertaining game for a Leinster Junior B Championship final. Here's a chance for Delvin. They get in behind. Would she go for goal? She puts it over the bar. Wisely takes the score, and that's Linda Clune. Responds for Delvin. It really is an end-to-end game. 26 minutes gone. Very entertaining. And not much in it at all. McMahon changes direction this time with her puck out, but it's batted cleverly by Elaine Farrelly to Ciara Higgins, but she's a lot of company there. Gets it away though to Deirdre Barry on her right side, puts it in low there looking for McGrath. Has McGrath got it? She has, but she's lost her hurl and has to kick it and puts it wide. So coming up to half time, if you're watching on YouTube, feel free to tell me what you thought of the first half, or who was your best player in the first half, or what you think needs to be done in the second half, or anything you want. Tell us where you're watching from. This is broken kindly for Cara McKeever. She has pounced on that, and there's some grass in front of her, and she runs into that grass, and she's going all the way on her own on the stick. Puts it over expertly. That's really good play. Some fine scores in the last 3 or 4 minutes from both sides, and St Bride's have got 2 of them. They picked up their game a little bit. That was Cara McKeever bringing it back to a 1-point game. Courtney Carroll looks to go high, straight up the middle. It's well watched, and the ball just batted to the side by Orla McGeaney, trying to make a little bit of room for herself, but there's no room. Players, maybe it's just sometimes the players taking a little bit too long to just get the ball up and get their striking motion away. That's better. You need to be sharp, you need to be quick, you need to raise your game today. This is a Leinster final. St Bride's first time, I believe, in a Leinster final. Great work in defence, getting it to Niamh Cunningham. It was Kiva Hoey before that who did the great work. 27 is Gráinne McKeown, who spent most of the time out on the right. She's over on the left now, but well cleared by Karen Gaffney, but only as far as Kiva Hoey. Oh, lovely play by Gráinne McKeown. Gives it to Cara McKeever. Her confidence is up. She's put it in and around the house, and this could go anywhere. If she pulls in this, it could end up in the net. Goalkeeper watches it again, and Courtney Carroll, brilliant from the goalkeeper. The 2 goalkeepers deserve so much credit in this first half. We could have had 4 goals, I think, at least in this half. 2 maybe at either end, but the goalkeepers have been so alert and have watched it all the way. And the goals are going to be important in this game. Good tight exchanges all over the field. Referee sees an infringement and gives a free to St Bride's, and some ironic clapping from St Bride's when they got that decision. The crowd really enjoying this game. I'm looking over to my right and left, and great to see big community out here from the 2 areas involved. 1 minute to half time. I think the signal has come in there actually for 2 minutes extra. I think that was the sign. Cara McKeever scored 3 points in the county final. The free taker hasn't had many opportunities today, but now she gets it, puts it really high. Has she got the distance? No, I think it's gone to the left. Or is it? But yes, it's just inside. Brilliant strike. As I said, she hasn't had many opportunities, and there is 2 minutes extra to be played, and we're level. 7-all. It's been one team in charge, then another. They've had their little spells in charge, but St Bride's are going well at the moment. They were 2 down. They've got it back to level. Delvin's captain, Karen Gaffney, trying to sort out the play in there, and she does that brilliantly, but she's only given it straight back because McGrath didn't read that, and Kiva Hoey did. She gives it in to Rebecca Mooney. Breaks. Who's going to grab it? It's Mooney again, trying to sort things out, and she does. Gets it to Lily Fagan. She puts it in, but it's going to go to the right and wide. We're in added time at the end of the first half. Niamh Mackins says, "Come on, the Brides." That's on the live chat area there on YouTube, if you're watching there. We have a big audience now building as this game goes on. It's tense, and it's close. Couldn't be closer on the scoreboard. Now, number 25 for Delvin is Kiva Gaffney. She gets it up into the forwards, but every time it comes up, it does seem that the defences are on top, and Niamh Cunningham does really well. They're out in front. Maybe they've got more players back there. Maybe that's a bit of a help, but defence is doing really well. And there I see you need to be sharp, and she is sharp. That's a good burst from Anya Newman. Off she goes. She's being pursued. Can she get her strike away? She does. She just leaned over to her right to give herself room. Put it in there. Good defending again by McCardle, but McGrath might have it. She doesn't. But Delvin still have it. And is that over or has it gone to the left? I'm not going to say until I see the signal after the last one. It's wide from Linda Clune. Looks like it's going to be level at the break. Now McMahon changed the direction the last time, but reverts to the right hand side. And the referee has blown his whistle. And it is 7 points each after an entertaining and equal first half. Really enjoyable Leinster Junior B Championship final. Well, let's just say that Junior A and everyone else will have to up their game a little bit, because if this is Junior B, I'd like to see what the rest are capable of, because this has been good quality play and good exciting play and great goalkeeping, and that's why there's no goals on the scoreboard there. Just the 7 points for each side. You see the players coming in there. That is Delvin. They're cheering, responding to their supporters, and it's only half time, but that was the number 11 for Delvin. That was Linda Kenny, and she just passed the other Linda Kenny, who is there at the gate, making sure that everything is run correctly. The chairperson of Leinster Ladies Camogie, and the officials coming in as well. The referee there, Shane Foley from Carlow, same county as Linda Kenny. So the team coming in after, as I say, an interesting first half. 7 points each. Delvin have gone into the dressing room. St Bride's are going to stay out on the pitch. We're going to take a break, and we'll be back right here in about 5 or 6 minutes time. There's the busiest man there today. He's got his Westmeath Camogie hat on him, and he has his hands full as well, because there's wee kids all around the place. Well, someone else is giving him a hand there with the little fella in the blonde, and he's getting the pram sorted out, and the whole family, it seems, is here supporting the game. And there's red and white there and maroon, but he's definitely Delvin. And as we look around the crowd here, I think there's about 400 tickets sold for this game, so a big crowd here from the two communities. You can see in the background there some brides are still out in the pitch. They surprisingly enough didn't go into the dressing rooms, and that's why they're jumping around there trying to keep warm. And the other team, Delvin, did go in, so we go into the crowd. Let's go in a little bit closer there and see who we can see at this game today. The maroon is from Delvin in North Westmeath, a rural area there, but lots of support from around the Mullingar and Athboy areas there for Delvin. They're wearing navy today. They usually wear maroon, but because of the clash today, they are wearing Westmeath County second jerseys. And there's a little bit of red and white you see there. That's from, well, it says on the top of the little bobble there, you can see Knockbridge near Dundalk. They're called St Brides, and they're on the sideline. You can see a few of the backroom team, and there's a few hoods up there as well. I was out on the pitch, and indeed it was just starting to spit a little bit, so it must be starting to get a little bit wet out there. That's going to have a bearing on the second half. Fantastic pitch here, as we know, but it will be a bit of a greasy surface in the second half. Now there's a man, he looks a little bit lost. He's trying to find the rest of the family, and he does have his arms full. So some brides from Knockbridge near Dundalk, and Delvin from North Westmeath, and both communities out in force here today at the National Sports Centre in Abbotstown, and lots of mix between male and female as well. A couple of girls there have got good seats up at the back there, enjoying the game on the phones and having the crack, and hoping to see their team win today in this AIB Leinster B Junior Championship final. That's off to the left, and there's the St Brides girls. Let's swing around to the right, because where we are in the stand here, it's equal on either side, so there's a big crowd. Now the cameraman, I've asked him to go, he might fall down the stairs here, so if you see the camera topple, I'll catch the camera, not the cameraman. And there you see over to our right, young and old, and you don't see you're not getting too nice a shot of them there because of the way the people are standing, but believe me, there is a good crowd there in at the game, all getting a coffee, as you see the coffee van down there to the left, and lots of red bobble hats down to that side. So maybe it's more some brides over that side, more prams, more bobble hats, all waiting for the players to come out for the second half, all getting a cup of tea or a sandwich, awaiting the second half. And as I say that, the referee, Shane Foley from Carlow, is just making his way onto the field, and the players will follow shortly from Delvin, who went into the dressing rooms underneath us here at half-time. St Brides stayed out on the pitch, and they're doing a bit of stretching and a little bit of ball work out there just to keep moving and keep warm for the second half. I also checked, and it is indeed 7 points all at half-time. The scoreboard hasn't been used here at the ground, so you always have to check. You never know, you might be missing something, but definitely 7 points all after a very lively and energetic first half. And now I see Linda Kenny, the chairperson, going out in front of the St Brides players who are going out onto the field, and Linda has the cup there. That is the trophy for the AIB Leinster B Junior Championship with the AIB ribbons on it, and she will be doing the formalities at the end of the game. Delvin now coming back onto the pitch. Actually, it was the red and white from St Brides, a couple of players who came out behind Linda a minute ago, of course. It's now Delvin's full team making their way out. Just checking the numbers as they go out. Number 3 is there, that's Niamh Cogan. And in the forwards there, 25 is out there, that's Kiva Gaffney. She has been there since the start of the game. So there are quite a few changes. And I also see not only are the St Brides players in red, but down below us I see down at the gate here as well, the president of the Camogie Association is in red too, and that's Hilda Breslin. And there she is, not saying she's favouring St Brides, but just happens to be wearing red. Just before the start of the second half, I'll go to the live chat comments, because a few have been coming in at half time, and you see and hear the noise coming up there now from both teams' supporters. So Margaret Maher says, come on, brides, from a Kilkenny mother. Robbie McIntyre says, keep working hard, some brides, doing great. Teresa McIntyre Senior. Niall G says, come on, Delvin. Tricia Byrne says, come on, some brides. Deborah Ennis says, come on, Delvin. Killian Hoey says, come on, Kiva and Dara Hoey from their cousin in Monaghan. So thank you for all those supporters' messages coming in on the live chat. Feel free to add them as we go through the second half, and we'll see how things go in the second half, and indeed at the end I'll be looking for your contenders for player of the match. So early in the second half, cleared from St. Bride's, but well watched there by Gaffney. Came back and won that, but then loses out. Cleared, but not too far, only as far as Claire Ward. I was getting her number mixed up in the second half, but this is a first half, but this is definitely Claire Ward, but she's hooked well there by Ciara Higgins and can't get it away. This is Amy McNally. Does well and comes inside, gets a strike away, and this has gone in behind the defences. A chance here for Anne Quigley, but the door opened only briefly and then was quickly closed. But there's a chance now for McKeever, gets a shot on it, brilliantly saved by the goalkeeper. It ends up in the net though, and it's a goal for St. Bride's. Eventually it had to come sometime, despite the heroics by the goalkeepers on both sides, and it was driven into the net from close range by Sarah Fagan for St. Bride's. First blood right at the start of the half. Good goalkeeping again from Carol. She's done that a number of occasions, but on this time the rebound was put away, dispatched to the net. It's 1-7. And that's just what the game needed at the start of the second half. And the goalkeeper has been hurt, and actually the signal there is obviously that it's not the goalkeeper, it's the full-back, Kiva Hoey. Goalkeepers, of course, in Camogie wear the same jersey as the outfield players, but that is number 3, as you can see, and Kiva Hoey, sister of the captain Dara and daughter of the manager. And that's a double blow for St. Bride's at the start of the second half, a goal and losing their fullback. So Delvin's management on the sideline are having to bring someone in as quickly as they can, and they've got number 16 ready, and that's Sinead Boyle, and she looks very young, and she's going to go in there. I wonder how they're going to restructure things here, Devlin. Delvin, rather, of course. So number 16, yeah, Sinead Boyle is not going anywhere near the full back area. She's gone up to more like centre half forward. So, great start of the second half for St. Bride's. And I see number 10 for Delvin. Olivia Callahan has gone back into the full back position, so that's quite a change for her. They'll try and keep the ball up this end for now though, Delvin, if they can. Keep it away from there where they settle things down, and this is good from Linda Kenny. And you saw her reaction going off at half-time. She's up for this game. That's McGrath. She puts it right into the danger area. Not only the danger area, but it's dropped into the net. The goalkeeper misjudged that one. I was thinking it was a cross-field pass, but it was on target, and the goalkeeper missed it. It's ended up in the net. You'll see it again. Keeper missed it just over her head, and maybe she was as surprised as I was. She was raging with herself, but that's 2 goals now at the start of the second half. 1 for each team, and we're level again. So we waited all through the first half to have a goal, didn't get any, and now 2 arrive in a couple of minutes. So St. Bride's, from looking to be in a very good position, have been pegged right back. It's good work again by Claire Ward. She's been excellent so far in this half, and good strong play from Rebecca Mooney. But it's taken away from her, and that is the number 10, Callahan. Callahan's had to fill in there at full back. She cleared her lines, but it might come straight back. And you can hear the crowd. The ball is very near the crowd, and they're right into it, involved in this game. Kenny trying to get in there without her hurl. And eventually Ciara Higgins clears her lines. Can they get in? McGrath trying to get it, but she's denied by Kiva Hoey. And apologies, I've just realised I got mixed up with the number 3 going off. It was the Delvin number 3 who went off. So it's Niamh Cogan who went off there, not Kiva Hoy. Kiva Hoy's at the other end. I got my threes mixed up. Sorry about that. This is 15, Linda Clune for Delvin, and she's popped it in nicely. There's a chance of a score, and she takes it. And that's the girl who's just come onto the field, Sinead Boyle. That's what you call an impact sub. 5 minutes into the second half. And who would have thought that just a couple of minutes ago, when Delvin were down a player and down a goal, they'd responded with a goal and a point to go back into the lead. So just to clarify, the fullback who went off was the number 3 for Delvin, Niamh Cogan. Brides on the attack again. And Callahan doing well back there again. And again. And nearly again. Struggling to clear their lines. Referee, I think, is given advantage, and they do get the slither into the Bride's half. Chased down by Kenny. Kenny, aggressive, does well, pops it back out as well. They are going to have advantage now, and they're using that, and it's Deirdre Barry, and the free is being given, so they bring it back. So 6 minutes into the second half. 1-8 plays 1-7. Beautifully balanced. The rain seems to have stayed away. Just threatened a little bit during half time. But it is very cool, as you would expect, I guess, in mid to late November. 13, Denise McGrath for Delvin. 2 goals in the county final. Puts it in high, and it bounces all the way through and goes wide. Goalkeeper Maria McMahon has had a super game. She was raging about that goal a couple of minutes ago. She's done so well. Gives it to Denise McGrath, though. And McGrath puts it back in to the full forward area, and she's looking for Linda Clune, who just wasn't able to take it. Instead, McMahon does well, but gives it straight to Gaffney. Gaffney picks it up at the second attempt, gets her shot away. Substitute Boyle is there, but it's well defended by Lily Fagan. And it's well taken by Claire Ward. No, it's snatched away from her. Anya Newman tries to get it away. At the second time of asking, drives forward and puts it high into the danger area. Comes off the crossbar, maybe off the hurl as well. And McMahon redeems herself. Still a threat here. Knocked back out again. It's anyone's. Oh, the crowd hold their breath here. And the goalkeeper watches it. Has it gone over the line? The crowd are cheering. I don't think they can tell from here. They're all claiming it. The referee has stopped the play. And I have a camera on those goals. I'd love to go and see what happened. I'll see that after the game, but I can't tell now. But the referee has obviously decided that it didn't go over the line. So it's not a goal. And it's a free in, though. I wonder, were they sitting on the ball? Not sure if that's the right phrase, but you know what I mean. If you're on the ball and you don't let the opposition get at it. McGrath. Just outside the 21, and she looks like she's going for goal, and does. Well, that was audacious. She went for the goal and gets another chance now for a score. Drives it. Oh, brilliantly saved right in there. Is it the goalkeeper got it? I'm not quite sure, and they're claiming surely it went over the line. It didn't go over the line. How did they survive that in the middle of all that? Denise McGrath's hurl. Denise McGrath's hurl has been broken. She's screaming for a replacement. The ball comes in, but she can't get anywhere near it because her stick is in two. And it is the goalkeeper who made that last brilliant save, Mairead McMahon. Well, apart from that one mistake that she made for a goal, she has been outstanding today, and surely is the front runner for player of the match. Her team trailing by a point. Nothing to do with her, though. Great defending again by Callahan. She has taken the full back like a duck to water. Out in front there, it does brilliantly. How did Delvin not get a goal? A second goal there. Furious attack and furious defending. And a great recovery for them after losing Cogan, who I'm looking at down to my right here. She's off the field, so she gets some sort of an injury. She knew she had to come off right away, so she is off the field. And I see now, actually, she's been taken in for some treatment and just going down the tunnel. It looks like she's maybe got an ice pack maybe on her wrist, on her right wrist, something like that. And there's another player injured out on the pitch, and it's from St. Bride's, and it looks fairly serious as well, because she is getting a prolonged treatment there, but she's up on her feet now and looks fine. And it's 27, it's Gráinne McKeown. Checking your comments on YouTube before we get started again. Joanne O'Brien says, come on Delvin, and Anya Newman from your cousins, the O'Briens in Castletown, Gagan. Olivia Callahan, come on Delvin, bring home the cup, Olivia. And William McGovern says, yup, Delvin. And Paul Call says, Honda Valley, the Valley Girls from Delvin. And Rosemary McKeever says, come on the Brides. Rachel Martin says, go Delvin. So thank you for all those comments, keep them coming. Up around 200 devices watching the game now. It's built as the game has gone on. Referee spots a pull in the jersey. And he's going over to his lens person now. He's also calling a player to him. I wonder, was there a little bit of back chat there, because he responded as if there was, and is taking the name, I think, of Orla McGeaney, the number 9 for St. Bride's over there. She must have disagreed with the decision, shall we say. And interestingly, in the first half, yeah, there's a pretty emphatic response from the referee. Yeah, in the first half, St. Bride's didn't get many frees. Weren't too happy. There was an ironic cheer from them when they got one towards the end, and they seemed to be unhappy at the start of the second as well. McGrath, no nonsense, puts it over the bar. 2-point lead for Delvin. 11 minutes into the second half. So they conceded a goal in the first minute, and St. Bride's haven't scored at all since. So it's St. Bride's now who need to get going, but that's good work by Karen Gaffney for Delvin, getting in there, and it's now McGrath pulls on it on the ground, second time of asking. This is the midfielder Anya Newman now, trying to go through a red of wall. Instead she pops it to McGrath, and McGrath cleverly puts it over her shoulder. The substitute is there, Boyle. She's been really good since she come on, puts it in there to a dangerous area, but it fizzles out. Remains 1-9 to 1-7. Goalkeeper goes left, and there's plenty of room here actually for Rebecca Mooney if she can get it. She does get it, and there's a player ahead of her if she needs her. She tries to get it to her and does. So Orla McGeaney. St. Bride's slowly moving their way up the field, but this girl isn't slow. What about that for a burst of speed there from McKeown, and puts it in towards the goal. Well taken by the goalkeeper again, Courtney Carroll. Wow, both goalkeepers in the running for player of the match in my book. Cleared by Ciara Higgins. Blocked actually. What way is it gone? It's a decision for St. Bride's in the red. 43 minutes gone. This is really going to go down to the wire. It's been an enjoyable watch. These teams well matched. We're up to 199 devices. Can we have the 200? Anyone else fancy coming along? It's getting to the point where I'll be asking you for your contenders for player of the match, and let me know where you're watching the game from. Just leave a message on the live chat area there on the YouTube page. Decision goes for Delvin. So almost midway through the second half of the 2022 AIB Leinster B Junior Championship Final, made available by Leinster Camogie, free to view on their YouTube channel. We hope you're enjoying the coverage and the game. 1-9 plays 1-7. Both teams giving it everything out there, as you can see, and just not much between them. Very hard to get anything going. St. Bride's in the red. wearing Louth jerseys today. They usually wear white with red. Today it's all red. And I think she'd already be given the free and managed to get fouled again. I think that's Cara McKeever, but gets the decision this time. Now, she put over a lovely free at the end of the first half, but this is outside the 65. So it's a big ask. Her team 2 points down, 44.5 minutes gone. She has a good strike on her though. She'll get good height and good length and an orthodox way of playing there, but gets it right in there. Oh, and that's good movement by the full forward, gets a kick on it, and in the end it's gone wide. A groan of despair to my left where the Delvin supporters are. They were expecting some sort of a score there, and in the end they get nothing. St Bride's rather, of course. Delvin now with a puck out. The goalkeeper, Courtney Carroll. 2-3 Delvin girls there. Try to get it away. Try to, but struggling. Eventually they burst clear. Chased down, and a strong challenge coming in as well by the number 5. Now the referee is blowing that, and he's going to bring it back. It was a strong challenge by Lily Fagan. She stood in the way, shall we say, of Anya Newman, and Anya stood up to it, but the referee wasn't happy, and in fact he's now taking out his book, and that looks like he's going to show a yellow. I really expected St Bride's to kick on at the start of the second half after they got the breakthrough goal. And with the Delvin fullback Niamh Cogan having to go off. But it's been the other way around. Anya Newman, player of the match in the county final, has brought lots of energy and drive, and she's going to drive this as far as she can. Doesn't strike it too well, but Linda Kenny is there, and she's been lively all the way through, and McGrath puts it into the danger area. It's a crossfield, dangerous looking ball, but it's gone over the line for a wide. We're going to have a substitution for St Bride's, and their number 25 is coming on. They need something to try and turn the tide a little bit, because they haven't scored a point in the second half, only that one goal, so they haven't scored for 15 minutes. 25 is Antoinette Parr. So she's coming on, and she is replacing Claire Ward for St Bride's in the red. And you can see how dull and dark it is here when you see the scoreboard going up, the board going up to show the substitutions. It seems extraordinarily bright. So St Bride's trying to get something moving. Oh, and she does well, but there's an injury there. What happened there? Anyway, Amy McNally is allowed to go on now. She's not, and the referee brings it back. And he wisely says there was a connection with the helmet, and that is an automatic stop. So some supporters not happy about that, but the referee absolutely right to stop the game there. An accidental collision there, I think, and that's why she reacted the way she did. It must have been a knock on the helmet or something there. She stopped quite abruptly. Don't know what the eventual decision is, but some treatment there. And is that 5 on the back there? Is that Darcy Ryan? I think it is. On the chat on the YouTube page, Katrina Sweeney says, come on the Brides. Love all the Sweeneys, especially Cara and Connell, cheering on Niamh McGeaney and the St Bride's team. Geraldine Galligan, come on the Valley, doing brilliant girls. Janice O'Sullivan, best of luck Delvin from Emily's cousins in Tralee. And Shannon Dalton says, come on Anya Newman. And Killian Hoey says, the Bride's keeper, player of the match. Thanks for that. I'll take your contenders in the next 10 minutes or so for player of the match. We might still have something that will swing it for one player or the other, but at the minute you're certainly looking at the 2 goalkeepers as being outstanding today. So after all that, it is a free in for St Bride's to be taken by Cara McKeever. Her team 2 points down. She put over one expertly in the first half. Her striking style, as I say, is quite unorthodox, but it works. Oh no, it doesn't. Instead she puts it low into the corner. And Denise McGrath is all the way back there to clear the danger. Well, I said St Bride's really needed a score. They didn't get it, and Linda Kenny can break at the other end, and Linda goes on her left side and puts it high inside the 14. Where's it going to break? Goalkeeper is there and polices it, but lets her defence do the rest, and that's well cleared. The Hoey girls are back there for St. Bride's, of course, and they get a free out as well. So how on earth did St. Bride's not get a score at the other end? They really needed just even to lift their momentum a little bit, but they didn't. There's a player getting treatment for cramp out in the middle of the pitch for St. Bride's. And it's the number 26, that's the captain. So Dara Hoey getting treatment for cramp, and we're still 10 minutes away. It could be a tricky 10 minutes for her, especially as she's marking the lively Linda Kenny. They all go for it. There's not much room, but that's brilliantly taken by Cara McKeever. Speeds inside and leaves it off as well. That's great play by her, and she gives it to the number 25 for Brides who come on. That's Antoinette Power, and that effort has gone to the right and it's gone wide, and that's agonising for St. Bride's. A really good attack, their best attack since the goal, but still they can't get it over the bar in the second half, and they trail still by 2. Oh, that's brilliantly taken by Newman, and off she goes. That's fantastic play, brilliant play, took it well, great run as well, takes the shoulder. 3 of them try to stop her, she still keeps going, and 2 more try to stop her. Oh, nearly the whole team it took there, and Anya still trying to get in a block. It's been that kind of game, and this is Junior B, great standard. A really, really interesting game. Look at the commitment there with 10 minutes to go. There's players going down with cramp. There's only 2 points in it. They're giving it everything. This is terrific stuff, and Cara gets free, and finally, as she got it over the bar, she has Cara McKeever with a point for St. Bride's, bringing it back to a 1-point game, and that's been a fabulous passage of play by both sets of players. Credit to St. Bride's from Louth and Delvin from Westmeath. 1-point game, 9 minutes to go. Great heart from St. Bride's and great skill as well to get back into this. Oh, brilliantly taken by McKeown. Can she get it in her arms? She can't, but Cara McKeever gives it to McNally. Lovely ball across the middle as well. This is clever play. Gives it back to McKeever. Wants to get on her right side. Referee says that's a free. Fouled by Ruth Fitzsimmons, and this is a chance for Cara herself to level it. But I'm not going to curse it. I said the last time I thought she was going to score, and she didn't. It's got very interesting here. Coming into the closing straight. 1-point game. Cara McKeever. About 40 metres out. That's not going to go over the bar, but where's it going? It's going wide. Eight minutes to go. Delvin in the Navy from North Westmeath. Their goalkeeper, Carol. But it's won by the girls in red, and it's the midfielder, Orla McGeaney. She's looking for, is it McNally in there? Quigley came out looking for it, but it's been cleared. Chance here for Delvin with Ciara Higgins, but the door closed very quickly. Higgins still there though, she persists. Pops it out nicely. That was Deirdre Barry, and she's got it away. Denise McGrath has it, the right woman has it, an All-Ireland winner. She turns one way and then the other, and her shot comes in low. Brilliantly watched once again by Mairead McMahon for St. Bride's. Really well struck shot, fair distance out, but still really needed to be watched. And was. Linda Kenny takes that one gratefully, puts it very high in towards where the goalkeeper is. She watches it all the way. It's rebounded out to Sinead Boyle, who's there. I thought she was going to pull on it and put it in the net. She doesn't, but it's still in and around there, and it goes left and wide again, and agonising now at the other end. It looked for all the world that Delvin were going to get a score there, but they didn't. There's a player down for St. Bride's injured, and it looks like we might have a substitution for them. I'm not sure it's because that player is injured. It looked like they'd already been warming up somebody. There was someone in mind to come on for St. Bride's, and it's 17 for St. Bride's, and that is Rebecca Fox. So she makes her way to the sideline. Red jersey, red helmet, red hair. 1-9 plays 1-8. 54 minutes gone. It's been close all the way along. Level at half time. Then a goal for either side. And Delvin have led for about the last 20 minutes or so. Back with the play. McMahon for St. Bride's. Clears it over to her left, over to that side. And Gaffney is there, but she's shrugged away from the ball. And it's good strong play for St. Bride's. And they've got a free if they want it. And the referee is going to bring it back. It looked like they were going to get away. McNally was trying to find Fagan, but it was intercepted, so the referee, after giving the advantage, brought it back. And it's Cara McKeever who will take it again just inside her own half. Now, can she get a clean strike on this? When she does, she gets good distance and height on it. She does. It's right inside the 21. Where's it going to go? Oh, and it's fallen kindly because it's blocked down. This could end up in the net if Delvin aren't careful. They are careful. Oh, and there's a strong challenge coming out. McKeown, referee, says that's okay and lets it go. And there might be a chance of a break here because it's gone out to Linda Kenny and a little bit of room. She immediately dispatches the ball into the other half, and the substitute, Boyle, who's looked so lively, out in front. Delvin have it again though. They get another chance at it. Linda Kenny changes the direction of the attack, puts it out to this side. Gaffney isn't able to take it because great defending again from Lily Fagan, but she tries to get it back. 5 and 25, having their own little battle. The 5 persists and does well and gets it to Orla McGeady. Referee brings it back for a free. And I'm seeing players starting to go down on their honkers after challenges and after frees are being awarded. It's tough going out there for these girls. There's that challenge at the other end. Goalkeeper's coming out to take this, and there's another player down, and it's a Delvin player this time getting a bit of treatment, and it looks to be for cramp again. Referee says we have to go on with the game. I think it's Kira Higgins who is down with cramp number 9. It is indeed. And the referee now is holding it up, and her camera is swinging round to the right to show you that. There it is, the referee coming over, and she's just struggling a little bit. And the referee is saying, I need to get on with the game, and the physio saying, I'm doing my best. There is the substitution now for St. Bride's. It's 17, as I said, is in the play, and that is Rebecca Fox, and she has come on for Niamh Cunningham. We go on with the free. The goalkeeper takes it, but only rolls it along the ground and gives it straight to Delvin. Bounces off the stick of the sub who's just come in, Fox. Little bit of room here for Linda Clune to go into. The substitute closes her down. Fox on Clune. Clune persists. 3 or 4 players around her. She gets it as far as Gaffney. Oh, nice burst here from Anya Newman, one of the players of the game. Switches direction to the left, puts it in and around the house for Delvin, and the right woman is there now. It's McGrath, goes on to her left side. Oh, how did that not go in? We were expecting the net to lift there. It went the wrong side of the post. Must have been close. Oh my goodness. You'd have put money on that. It just goes to the left. That could have been game over, but it's not. Substitute for Delvin now. Number 20 is in the play, and that is Clodagh. No, it's not 20, it's Hannah Callahan. And she has come in for 9, who was getting treatment a minute ago, so she's not able to continue. Susie Dolan on live chat on the YouTube page says, come on Delvin, bring the cup home from the Dolans in Clonmellon. It's tense, not just here, but for people watching online. It's St. Bride's now able to break. They have a chance now for a change. There's a little bit of room there for Antoinette Power. Now she's been hounded down and closed out as well. Good defending by Delvin, and they get it to Gaffney. She's struggling to get the ball up, trying to get a little bit of room, and now she's closed down by McKeown and by McNally, and she's blown for overcarrying. Oh my goodness, with a minute to go and a point down, that could be very, very important. She could level it from here. Striking has been a little bit erratic. A brilliant one in the first half from very similar distance to this, and she put it cleanly over the bar. But since then, there's a couple that have gone astray a little bit, so we don't know what we're going to get here. The difference now, of course, is that the pressure is on. JJMG says, go on, Delvin, you can do it, girls. St. Bride's in the last minute. 1 point down. They need this to go over the bar. She struck it very high. Has she got it accurate? Let's see the decision. It's over the bar. Oh, take a bow. Straight over the bar from Cara McKeever, and that's levelled it. And the signal goes up for 6 minutes of added time. We still have a long way to go, and it's level. So don't even mention the words extra and time just yet. We have a long way to go. St. Bride's, though, have done really well to come back from 2 points down. Good, strong forward play again by Newman, who certainly is a contender for player of the match, along with the goalkeepers in my book. I'm sure you agree, but let me know what you think. Leave a comment there on the live chat. Tell me who your choice would be for player of the match. Newman again. Oh, it gets it brilliantly and always looks to take the game to the opposition. Delivers it into the opposition half and taken beautifully by Denise McGrath. Denise has a player ahead of her, tries to kick it to her, gets a free. And at this stage, a minute into added time. Oh, and the referee brings it forward. Oh my goodness, quite a bit forward as well, and Denise McGrath will be happy with that. There must have been a bit of back chat there. And what it means is that Denise McGrath's opportunity has become a little bit more inviting. So Denise McGrath, teams level in injury time, strikes it perfectly and puts her Westmeath team into the lead. 110 plays 1-9. And it all came from Newman at the back. Delvin find themselves behind again. Power trying to bring a little bit of power to the play and try to get it away. Yeah, well, that's skillful as well as powerful. Great play. Gets it in there. Who's going to get to it first? Delvin. Delvin delving deep in the added time of this game. But St. Bride's still coming. They're not giving this up by any means. They put it in there again, but it's batted down. Delvin have an answer in there again. And that's the captain, Karen Gaffney, clearing her lines and putting it deep into opposition territory. Well defended back there as well. I think that's the cornerback, Niamh McGeaney. Oh, but she's lost it. And where's it going to go? Fox is back there trying to help, but it's Deirdre Barry for Delvin, and they'll be happy just keeping that ball up that end of the pitch. McGeaney is blocked. Eventually the ball goes out, and it's a Delvin ball, and the Delvin supporters delighted with that. We are deep into injury time. Remember, there's 6 minutes of injury time, so still a long way to go, but St. Bride's need to get the ball up the field. Shauna Dalton agrees with me. She may have even sent that message before I mentioned it, but she says Anya Newman for player of the match. Great player. Can't argue with that. St. Bride's have it. They get it. Can they break? Can they get up the field and find another equaliser? They've had to dig deep so many times. It's Orla McGeaney this time. And has she found a teammate? No, it's great defending. Great working back by Elaine Farrelly. Great play by her. Great final. Very enjoyable to watch, I have to say. And the referee is coming over slowly to take command of this situation. He's just going to drop it in. It's tense and it's exciting. We're about halfway into added time. There's still a couple of minutes to go. Delvin are in the driving seat and they have the ball. They're a point up, trying to get an attack going, but this girl has been fabulous all day long, Lily Fagan. She gives it to Orla McGeaney. They have a free if they want it, but they've got advantage and they're going to use that advantage. There's a chance here in McKeever, and now the referee brings it back. The player's not happy. Cara says I was away there. Not sure she was entirely, but she certainly had the ball, but the referee says no, it's a free. So makes them come back. Now she's taking her time, but I think she should maybe move it a little bit because they don't have much time. 64 minutes or so gone. We're in the last couple of minutes. Crowd on the ground here really invested in this game, and I know you are watching online as well. It couldn't be more dramatic. We're in the last couple of minutes. Everybody going forward, everybody going backwards for Devlin. All hands to the pump. Delvin delving deep, and the ball goes all the way through. Could she get a pull on this? She doesn't. The goalkeeper does brilliantly again. I think that's the goalkeeper. Out of her goals it is indeed. And Courtney Carroll has it, and the referee blows it's actually over. That was the last attack, and it's appropriate that the goalkeeper was the girl there, because what a performance by her and both goalkeepers in this game. Denise McGrath has gone down on the ground. She cannot believe it. Off camera, off to our left. There are players all over the place going down. Denise McGrath has won All Ireland's. There she is. And you see what it means to win with your club. She's won All Ireland's at intermediate and junior with Westmeath, but it's different when it's your friends, when it's your sisters, when it's your family, when it's your community. And that's what that means. That's what that shot means. Denise McGrath engulfed by her fellow girls in maroon and navy, and there's more of them down to the right. They can't believe it. They've done it. They've got over the line by just a point. Brilliant game, brilliant final, very enjoyable to watch, and it's ended in victory for Delvin from North Westmeath in their county jerseys today. They have got over the line after a titanic battle against St Bride's, who were pushing it right down to the last seconds of the game. And you have to feel for them. They did give it everything, but failed by just 1 point. And in particular, their goalkeeper, Maria McMahon, kept it alive for her team with some crucial saves, kept her team in it. But at the other end, Courtney Carroll was fabulous, and she is a good keeper. She faced three penalties in the county final, saved the last one, and she had a lot of great saves today. But they were all heroes for Delvin today. And you see them celebrating out there now in the middle of the field. They will be brought over to the side here to get the cup in the next few minutes, and we're going to stay on for the presentation. The Valley girls have won the Leinster Junior B Championship final for 2022 in Abbotstown, a famous day for their club. I hope you've enjoyed the coverage. Free to watch thanks to Leinster Camogie on their YouTube channel, and the comments are flying in there now. I did want your contenders for player of the match. Now, it's not going to be the official decision, but I think after the way the result has gone, I think I would be looking at Courtney Carroll as a contender, but I think I'd have to go for Anya Newman in the end. She drove the team forward with great spirit and skill and energy all day long, right up to near the end. She was fabulous in the game. Of course, Denise McGrath was Denise McGrath. Linda Kenny was fabulous too. And all of the defence stood really, really strong. And that was after Niamh Cogan went off injured as well. So those would be my contenders. I wonder who you think. Somebody says on the YouTube live chat that the referee blew it up too early. Well, I think maybe our clock was a little bit behind, and that was the case at the end of the first half. So maybe that's what it is. So don't go by our clock. That's not the official clock. That's just the one that we had on. So don't let that mislead you. The referee had it spot on. So well done, Delvin, says Claire Callahan. So let's have your comments there. There's over 200 devices watching on there. So let's have your comments, please, to sum it up. Maybe a few words of congratulations or commiserations and your contenders for player of the match. Down in front of us, you can see in the shot there, just down on the left, that is Linda Kenny, the other Linda Kenny, the president of the Leinster Camogie Association, and she is preparing to make the speech, and she needs both teams over before she can commence proceedings. But at the minute, the players are staying over to the right. You can just see in the top right there that the girls from Delvin are right there with their some members of family have managed to get out, but most are having to stay behind the fence. Janice O'Sullivan says, congratulations, Delvin, from the Kingdom. So I did tell you there was people watching from all over the place, and they are. There you see the people in the crowds, all down at the front. And some have managed to get onto the pitch, some young ones, as you can see. And now they're starting to make their way over for the presentation, and we have a cameraman out there as well. So our cameraman Patter is out there in the middle of the celebrations, up close, and the players coming over now, taking their helmets off, and they now acknowledge the support from the crowd and the management as well as the players. They're all one big family and they are loving it. They are responding to the crowd, and there you see what it means. They've spotted people in the crowd that they know, young and old, and they take the applause from the crowds. And there's the goalkeeper. What a game she had, and appropriately had the last bit of play as well. But that's how close it was. It could have been snatched away right at the end. And there is my player of the match, Anya Newman, going in to get a well-deserved hug. Brilliant scenes there from our sideline camera. Patter is in amongst it, getting those shots. Is that the number 12 there as well, I see. She had a great game. Linda Kenny there, number 11. Denise McGrath, number 13. So the formalities about to commence with Linda Kenny taken to the microphone, and we're going to pick up that speech. And there's the other Linda Kenny, and she's called for somebody to bring out, and she has someone. So the two Linda Kennys in the shot. Oh, she wants two children as well. She has her hands full. Linda Kenny goes past the other Linda Kenny.
On behalf of Leinster Camogie, first of all, I want to compliment both teams on what has been an outstanding game of camogie. So can I get a huge round of applause, please, for both St. Bride's and Delvin. The standard of camogie played over the last 2 weekends in Junior B equal anything that has been played in the Leinster Senior competition. So, girls, really, really well done. And I am so proud to say that I really, really enjoyed that game today. It was absolutely fantastic. St. Bride's, I know you're bitterly disappointed, but you have played so well today. You have represented Louth so well over a long number of years, and I have no doubt your time and day. Congratulations to St. Bride's. Just want to thank Brian here in Abbotstown for having the facilities. Isn't it wonderful to have our Junior B played in such a fantastic facility here as Abbotstown? So I want to thank the GA and Abbotstown for providing us with the facilities. Thanks also to the members of Westmeath and Dublin Camogie who have assisted us here with running the fixture today. And I want to pay a particular thanks to the Leinster Secretary, Brendan Cooper, for all his work that he's done in getting us through the provincial championships. Thanks. And also to the other members of the executive who are other venues. We have 6 games on this weekend, and to Martina, our PRO, who has done fantastic work over the last number of weeks promoting the club championship. So thanks also to Martina. Also want to thank Jerome and his team for streaming this game, and I know this will be great for Delvin and St. Bride's to look back on over the years. So thanks also to Jerome. Also like to thank our referees and officials today, and as I have said, we have a respect campaign for referees, and without our referees we would have no games. So I hope that for the future we will respect our referees. I also want to thank AIB for the sponsorship of the club championship and for their support to the Camogie Association. So without further ado, I'm going to ask and thank Anuk Duran, Hilda Breslin for joining us here today for our Junior B Championship final. I'll ask her to present the Player of the Match Award to Denise McGrath from Delvin. So without further ado then, it gives me great pleasure to present the Leinster Junior B Club Championship to the representatives of Westmeath and wish you very well in the All-Ireland Series to the Karen Gaffney, the Delvin captain.
Oh my God, what a game. St. Bride's, thanks so much. That was such a tough battle up until the very, very end, so thank you so much. It's such a privilege to be up here again this year and to represent Delvin, in the Leinster Club final. I just want to say a few thank yous, but big thanks to the Camogie Association and for Abbotstown for the use of facilities today. It was unreal conditions to be playing on and we really appreciate it. Thanks to the referee and his officials for a really fair game. I want to say thanks to our supporters for always being out and about, even when it's, I don't know, really shit weather. Sorry. I want to say a massive, huge thank you to our backroom team, Sean, Shane, Marie, to Willie, Martin, and all the conditions throughout the year. Thank you so much for being there for us. We really, really appreciate it. Woo! Jimmy O'Grady, our trainer and manager. I'm lost for words and I have to say something about him because he's never short of a speech or making everyone feel like someone on the team, and we really appreciate it. And it goes to show when we're up here for the third time this year. So thanks, Jimmy. Massive thank you to our sponsors, Brinsley McNamara's for our jerseys, to Levy's for sponsoring us some things today. Yeah, thanks, Mel. I want to say a massive thanks then to my girls on this side, some girls who came out of retirement for just this year when we needed it, and I really showed today. We have young girls on the team, that's their first year, and they really showed up as leaders today in central positions, so well done girls, it was absolutely savage, well done. And finally, St. Bride's, thank you so much, you have such a savage team, and that game was just probably one of the toughest we played this year, so really appreciate you, have an unreal team, and best luck in the future, and thanks a million. 3 cheers for Brides, or hip hip! Hip hip! Hip hip! On the flag!
Well, brilliant speeches there, full of passion and full of love for the club. There is no doubt about that. And the girls in navy, they usually wear maroon, but they had to wear navy today. And you see them out there now getting their photograph taken from Delvin and North Westmeath. But the whole community got behind them. I was on their Facebook page and there was messages from everywhere. From the kennels, greyhounds wearing helmets. They were camogie crazy this week up in Delvin, and they are going to be bringing the cup back to that community after this terrific final here. A 1-point victory, a thrilling game, and as Linda Kenny rightly said, it was a fabulous final, very high standard, and you consider that it is Junior B. But they really accounted of themselves extremely well today. A fabulous game. All the photographs being taken now, and all the children getting into those photographs. And that's the future, of course. Brilliant day for Delvin. Player of the match went to Denise McGrath. And I did say that our choice was unofficial. The official one went to Denise, and we certainly wouldn't disagree with that by any means. Paul Call enjoyed the commentary. Thank you for that, Paul. Olive Callahan says well done to Delvin. JGMG says well done sister-in-law Denise McGrath. Killian Hoey wasn't too happy with the time at the end, but as I say, that wasn't the real time. We at our time, it says 64:15 there, but I think we were maybe a little bit behind, but certainly the referee did play the appropriate time. John Malloy says well done to Delvin and Onion Newman. And Tony O'Reilly says well done Courtney and the girls. That's the goalkeeper. William McGovern says well done Delvin. Great excitement watching from New York. Rachel Martin says well done Karen Gaffney and all the Delvin team. Niall O'Reilly says well done Delvin. Courtney Carroll for player of the match. Charlie Carney says Honda Valley. Well done Darcy Ryan. Ingrid Smith says well done to Delvin. And other comments from Brides say that we will be back, but they also say well done to Delvin. So good sporting comment there. And Connor D says well done Delvin. We'll see you for celebration soon, Kiva. And Janice O'Sullivan, I read that one out before, she sends her best wishes from the kingdom. So those are messages. That's the game. We're going to park it there. We, as I say, hope you enjoyed the day. And I just see down in the crowd here, I'm going to get one last shot. And it is the captain, Karen Gaffney, has come into the crowd. So she's come in out of the playing area. And she is the girl who has the cup and has had the privilege of lifting the cup there today. And she shows her medal as well. And that sums it up. It's going to be a great night in Delvin, in North Westmeath. Well done to them. We hope you have enjoyed the coverage from the National Sports Centre in Abbotstown. A super final made available to you free by Leinster Camogie. Big crowd here, big crowd online. Thanks to Leinster Camogie, and from us all here in mid to late November, it's goodbye.